Hello and welcome. Today I am going to talk about the document approval module. Let me ask you a couple of questions. Do your users have permission to complete transactions without approval? Do you want to prevent users from editing documents that have been converted? Do you want to approve purchase orders before finalising them? Do you need to approve payments to suppliers before adding them to the bank? So if you've answered yes to any of those questions, the approval module might be of assistance to you, and it can be applied to any document in the system. I'm going to show an example. I'm just going to show this from a purchasing order point of view, but remember it can be applied to any other documents. Okay, so I'm logged in here as stores and I'm going to create a new purchase order. Okay, and our supplier is our good friend Buster Products. Okay, and we're going to add in some products here, some raw materials. So I'll just choose some of our raw materials. Okay, so let's just put in some numbers here to add up. Okay, so we'll add these and save our purchase order. So this is our user stores who has decided we need these 4 products. So he creates a purchase order and saves it. Okay, and then he can contact his manager or purchasing department or whoever manages purchasing, say, look, I've just created a purchase order for Buster Products. Can you have a look at it, please, and approve it and pass it on? Okay, but at this point, he might say, oh, I made a mistake on that one. So I just need to change the quantity in that. I don't actually need that much steel. So edits the purchase order and reduces the quantities. Okay, or price or whatever needs to be fixed. Okay. All right, so the purchase order is sitting there waiting to be approved. Okay, so he's had a conversation with the purchasing manager who is logged in. So we're going to switch to the purchasing manager's login and have a look at the POs awaiting approval. Okay, and let's just see what was entered today. Okay, so here's our Buster Products that was entered today and it's still waiting approval. So we've all of these waiting approval. So we have 2 options here. We could select them all. If we're happy enough with them all, we can quick view the items, check the prices, check the quantities, etc. Check if the items are in other locations. So we could look at the products, etc., see what batches we have already and all sorts of things. So we can, make a decision on, are we ordering this or not? Okay, so we have 2 ways of approving the order. So we can go to the actions and approve. Okay, so that will approve that one. And we're told 1 document was successfully approved and 0 documents were ignored. Okay, and another way, if we want to, we can edit the document and make a change. Let's say the price here has increased, but it hasn't been put into the product record yet. And we can save and approve. Approve and save. Okay, so we have approved it. So user stores created it and user Orson approved it. Okay, so now if I go back to the stores user, okay, and switch to my view for POs approved, and here's my Buster Products that was created today. If I try to change it, I can open it, I can quick view it, but you will notice that the option to change to edit mode is disabled. So this user can't change it now. So we can't turn on in cell edit, we can't do anything, we can move things around, but we can edit notes, we can add notes, but that's about it. Okay, so in the same way, if this was converted and then approved, the user wouldn't be able to open the original purchase order. Okay, so it stops editing of documents, broken allocations. Okay, so it is very useful for that. So two very useful views. Well, let's just go to Orson again. We're logged in here as Orson. Our POs awaiting approval grid view and our POs approved grid view. Okay, so as I said, this module applies to all documents, and so views would need to be created in the appropriate ledgers. So it brings control to your ordering process, or to your supplier payments, or to any other transactions that require approval. And as I said, it can be used to prevent users from editing documents that were converted. Okay, so if a sales order was converted to a delivery docket, you can't change the sales order. Same for purchasing. It's very, very useful in that regard. So just a final note, the approval module does not cater for limits on documents. It is a basic system of approval. The document is not approved, or the document is approved, and only users with the correct permissions can edit the approved documents. So Orson would be able, we're logged in as Orson here, Orson would be able to edit this approved document. His ability to change to edit mode still exists. Okay, so only Orson and somebody with the right permissions can edit approved documents. So it brings control, especially to when you're converting documents. Okay, I hope that was useful. Thank you.